everybody, welcome back to my channel. We wanted to get together and talk about a pretty difficult decision we had to make this past week regarding our family.
Whether to have coffee or not.
Yeah, that's it. That's the video. No, we wanted to make this video because we felt it may be something that some parents need to hear.
A break.
And yeah, they need a break, but they need to hear and know that other people are dealing with this same thing. So
The sucky pandemic.
The sucky pandemic, yeah. We wanted to say a little background before we get into it. Our family specifically has been in extreme strict quarantine since last March, right?
You're trying to save your parents.
Yeah, well, I have chronic asthma, Jack has asthma, and honestly, it's not even that much about us because we're all pretty healthy and young and odds are low, but my parents who live 5 minutes away and help us out a ton, they're both high risk, and in addition to that, they have my 94-year-old grandma living with them, which that's enough said, that's extremely high risk.
So basically, we've got two people about to hit 70. We got a 94-year-old grandma. We've got Jack, who's 5, Max, who's 2.5, and us, 28 and 30. So, like, if it were just our family, I think we'd be totally fine, and we wouldn't have to be as strict.
Yeah.
I think we could almost feel relatively normal, wear a mask, socially distance, but we could probably still go to a restaurant. But we haven't been to a restaurant in what, 8 months or
We've
something
been doing
like that?
nothing.
Nothing.
We don't even get takeout restaurant.
We're stuck.
Yeah.
We're stuck in here. I would love some takeout food.
Me too.
I keep wanting sushi, but Lauren says, but it's not cooked.
I
and this is like, again, if it were just us, we wouldn't be doing this, but we're just thinking about our parents, or my in-laws and your parents. Anyway, and sorry, I keep talking badly. You keep going. This is your video. This is your channel. But make sure to provide them a quick stimulus update to get them up to speed.
Okay, let me give a quick stimulus update. It's nothing. nothing happened.
3 months worth of updates since your last
all
post.
The updates right there. So anyway, we started the school year off with Jack entering kindergarten at a private school, actually.
Virtual kindergarten.
And it was virtual. At the time, our state was ordered by our governor that all schools had to be in distance learning until we reached kind of like a safe case count for COVID.
They call him Gavin Gruesome.
Jack had like an amazing teacher too. When we started off the year doing distance learning, that was like a teacher that has been doing it for years at this private school, and she was so good. She adapted so well.
It actually wasn't that bad.
No, it was totally fine to the distance learning. She was amazing. But because the school Jack was going to was a private school, they were able to get an exemption to the distance learning order and was able to resume school after about 8 weeks of the distance learning. So,
and there were other counties in the state, too, that have started reopening as well. They're kind of going county by county and like, okay, some private schools you can open up, some regular schools you can open up.
Yeah.
And, so then we were faced with this decision.
Yeah, well, so at the time that decision was, go back or keep doing the distance learning. The school offered both, options, and we chose to continue distance learning. Right. So with that, Jack had his teacher that he absolutely loved who returned to her actual in-person teaching, and then Jack was left with a distance learning experience that wasn't too ideal.
I could have sworn you said a discount distance learner because that's what it seemed like.
So it was really tough.
Quality of education went from, this is really good, he's getting a great education, to, oh wow, he's being babysat on Zoom.
No. What it was is that since that teacher left, he became increasingly more disengaged. It got to the point that Jack was struggling every day, and he was crying every day, and it was just really, really hard.
He does that anyway.
Well, he was crying about the school. He was crying about the learning. Oh. And after a few weeks of trying to make it work, it kind of just dawned on me how sad it was that Jack was having, a horrible experience in kindergarten, but he was missing out on all the good things that come with kindergarten. I have such fond memories of kindergarten, and he's completely missing out on all of that.
So we were really just thinking of just literally sending him back to school.
I was debating like going back because he loves that teacher so much. But so Kevin and I decided to just take him out completely and take.
In other words, he dropped out of school.
He dropped out of school, and he took the year. We're taking the year off. And honestly, since we made that decision, like about a week or so ago, I have not regretted it once.
But there's a reason why it works for Jack's situation that wouldn't work for everyone else.
Yeah. One huge determiner that made us finally decide that that was the right decision was that the school did tell us that we would have a reserved spot next year with that amazing teacher that Jack literally loves.
AKA Jack's just delaying kindergarten by 1 year. So we actually got really lucky here.
Yes. Well, and another thing too, super lucky, is that Jack, specifically, his birthday fell on literally the absolute last day to be eligible to enter kindergarten. He was literally the youngest he could be as a kindergartner. And so, and another thing I was thinking about, he's literally a few days away from other kids who would be going into the next school year as a kindergartner anyway.
Oh, so kids that I think, because he's August 31st.
31st.
And what was it, like September 1st or something? Like
Second.
those kids?
Yeah.
They wait a year anyway.
They have to,
So
'cause
technically Jack would still be a preschooler if he were born a day or two later.
Right.
Anyway.
He was 10 p.m. on the 31st. He could have easily been the next day. So
I was hoping for a September baby myself, and I was close. I was like within 90 minutes here.
I wanted him out.
And Lauren just wanted him out. We had
So
a bet I lost. I lose a lot of bets. That's why my hair's gone too.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So I wanted to put this message out there to parents. They should know that they're not alone. That
Well,
there's-
even just the struggle of like trying to determine what to do.
Yeah.
But what would we do if Jack were in first grade? Like,
That's
would you
the
just
thing.
you just like hold him back? I mean, it's different for him because he's starting.
I think I
right?
honestly would have considered sending him and telling my parents that we have to separate.
That's I think what we would have done is
Yeah,
just
'cause
okay, like if you're high risk, you just need to be on your own. You look, we'll bring you groceries or whatever, and we love you, but let's just like we can't keep the kids out of school.
Yeah.
So I would say for the vast majority of cases, like kids go to school and protect the at-risk populations.
Yeah,
we just got lucky with the timing.
The timing was great, but I just really want parents to know that like this is really hard, and I feel like not enough parents are talking about how hard it is and how.
Well, you didn't even really talk about that. What's like you mean like
Well,
the
I
distance
stopped-
learning?
Yeah, well,
Oh, because
I mean,
you were working like 5 hours a day
Oh
with
my
this
gosh,
guy.
it was
The
tough.
workbooks and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Tell me about what.
No, it was just like so much. There would be like 12 assignments every day.
Yeah.
And it just was very hard for a 5-year-old.
What was the teacher doing?
Well, the teacher would provide the stuff, but we would have like daily meets and stuff like that with her.
How long?
About an hour.
Okay, so what, you'd meet with the teacher for like an hour, and then
have,
she'd
like,
go, oh, by
12
the way,
assignments.
go work on all these projects
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
And so how long were you working every day?
I mean, I'd have to take multiple breaks because his attention span was so short, and I feel like we'd be done with the day like sometimes even like 8 p.m. because I'd have to take huge breaks because he just wouldn't want to do it. I will say the teacher said that he was like top of the class. He totally was fine understanding things. It's just very hard to be in a distance learning environment and succeed.
It doesn't help that you've got Max who runs around and entices him to go play.
Yeah.
Like, distance learning sucks. Like, send the kids back to school is my POV.
Yeah.
But I get it, too, because honestly, Jack could catch something. He could be asymptomatic, and boom, all of a sudden, like, your family members go bye-bye. And
Yeah.
what a crappy situation. This.
I'm just really happy that we do, I think, see a light at the end of the tunnel with vaccination news being very hopeful. So hopefully next year he will be in person and he'll be happy and have that kindergarten experience.
You're going to take the vaccine?
I don't know.
Oh,
We'll see.
okay. So here you are propping up vaccines, and you're not sure if you're going to take it.
Let's see what it's gonna look like when it comes out.
Like what if it's in a blue vial or a red vial?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna hopefully be back making more videos now that I do not do the distance learning. That is truthfully the reason why I stopped, is because I dedicated all of my time to making sure that Jack had the most enjoyable time and best time he could being a distance learner.
Kid dropped my kid out of school to make YouTube videos.
Reason for leaving. Yeah, so anyway, I hope to be back more, and Jack will be going to school hopefully next year in person. And yeah, I'll see you next time.
Well, what about the free stocks? Get
You do that.
Oh, yeah, make sure to get your 3 free stocks via the link down below. And life insurance.
Oh, and life insurance in as little as
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Via the link down below. Yes.
And don't
Yes.
forget to check out your courses as well.
And the one you're in.
Yes,
the property
management one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Alrighty, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.